So in front of me, I have 3 different pots, and I'm gonna show you 3 different grains. But all the same, you need to, just like you would with pasta, use a little bit of salt in the water. So I'm gonna use a heaping teaspoon. Coarse kosher salt is what we're always using here in the test kitchens. And I'm gonna start off with the grain in front of me that's gonna take the longest to cook, and that is right here. It's freekeh. It's a Middle Eastern grain. It's a young wheat, so it's harvested when it's young, and then it's actually roasted, which gives it this nutty flavor here. It's used in a lot of Middle Eastern dishes, and if you haven't tried it before, I really would recommend that you pick it up at the grocery store or a specialty shop and give it a try. So here it goes, right into the pot, that salted water, and this is gonna take about 30 minutes to cook. But what you need to do is you need to try it. See if it's tender. If you want a more toothy grain, maybe for a salad that would absorb some of the dressing that you're putting on it, maybe cook it slightly under. But if you're using it as a fluffy side to chicken or fish or something like that, then you really wanna cook it fully. So that's gonna take about 30 minutes. Now, another grain in front of me here, and this is also a member of the wheat family. This is farro, and farro is an ancient grain of wheat. It doesn't have as nutty of a flavor as the freekeh here, but it's perfectly wonderful in salads as a side, maybe a farro pilaf, or if you really want to try it, and you wouldn't necessarily cook it in this manner, but you could cook it like a risotto, and it will have more of a complex flavor. So this is going right in, and the farro here, that's going to take about 15 minutes to cook. So now, I think this might be considered these days America's favorite grain. At least it seems that way. It's not rice, but it's quinoa, and quinoa comes in many different colors. There's black quinoa, there's red quinoa, this is regular white quinoa. It's a native to the Andes Mountain, so that's in South America. And quinoa is really wonderful in sweet and savory applications. But one thing you need to know about quinoa, before you use it, you need to rinse it. So I have a little bit of water here and a sieve, and you really want to toss the quinoa around in the water, and it's going to release this bubbly, soapy film that surrounds the grain. And it has a bit of a bitter flavor, so washing it off, giving it a swoosh, really does help. So you just have to swish it around to get that stuff off, and now drain it. And this goes right into your pot of boiling water, and this will take about 10 minutes to cook. So this technique here is really great. You don't have to measure anything. You don't have to know any special tricks or techniques. So the same process applies to other grains. White rice you can do this way. Brown rice takes about 20 minutes if you boil it in this method. So feel free to experiment with the technique. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna cook some of these off, and I'm gonna show you how fluffy and light they are. So it's been about 30 minutes now. The quinoa is all cooked. It's beautiful. Look at how fluffy it is, you guys. Now, when you drain the quinoa, if you're not gonna use it right away, spread it out on a sheet tray so that it doesn't steam and clump up so much. It'll stay nice and fluffy that way. The farro, as well, is nice and tender. Still has a little bit of chew to it, but that's what you really want from farro. And now the freekeh is just about done. I'm gonna try it. Really nice. If you haven't tried this before, pick it up. It has that nice nutty flavor. Also a little bit of a grassy green flavor too, because it is, again, that young wheat. It's harvested when it's young. And give it a good drain. And this can go right into your serving bowl. You could toss this with a little bit of olive oil and some fresh herbs. It would be delicious. Of course, don't forget a little bit of salt and pepper. So there you go, guys. It's super simple to cook grains. Don't be intimidated or afraid at the supermarket. If you haven't seen something before, pick it up off the shelf. Use this cooking method and see if it works for you. Now, if you have any kitchen conundrums, any grain conundrums, anything like that, write in the comment section below. Reach out to us using the hashtag Kitchen Conundrums. There you go, guys. Enjoy your freekeh.